Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Claire and this is Polly Put the Petal On. I don't know why I said my name is Claire and this is Polly Put the Petal On, and today's video is predominantly a Temu haul, but there are a few other bits and pieces. So there's craft, there is Christmas decor, there is some home decor too, and these home bits I really needed. And we're talking about these cushions. I was desperate for cushions, guys. Mine were like flat like pancakes, and yeah, they were just horrible. I'd bought, you know, when you go to the likes of B&M and you see all those beautiful cushions and you think, oh, I'm going to get those, and you know, you spend your money on them and they just go flat, don't they? After a certain amount of time they go flat as pancakes and surplus to requirements. And I'd bought some boucle style, and they literally, I couldn't get them clean. I got them in cream and I couldn't get them clean. So they've been dashed off, and it's a waste of money, and I'm sick of wasting money on cushions. And so I thought, right, I'm going for the feather filled ones. So I did some research and I bought 4 50 by 50s from Dusk, which are these, and obviously these fluff out. I've already set the majority of my cushions up on my settees. It's just that I wanted to show you these in case anybody was interested in feather filled cushions. These fluff up so nice, and it feels like I'm sat on a cloud when I'm sat down on my settee, because I put those on there last night. So these were by Dusk and they're 50 by 50s. They're absolutely beautiful. They're choppable also, obviously. And yeah, so I got those from Dusk, and I think they were on an offer. Now I think I might have paid £10 at £9.99 for them, possibly less, because they had a little code to use to put in, so I got an extra something off by the time I'd put them in my basket. And then you did this little code, you got some off, but they weren't expensive. £9.99. Actually, I think it's these that were £9.99. I got these from the range, which came in a Homescapes bag, so I'm not sure what that is, because I wanted to graduate the size. So I got 50 by 50 and I got 45 by 45, and again, these are lovely quality feather filled cushions, and they're just gonna last, aren't they, guys? And all I've got to do is change the pillow slips. And I've got some pillow slips that I'm going to show you that I just got from Temu, and I did it all on a whim, and it's just so that I can bide a bit of time and buy some not better, but you know, the ones that I want. So I just went for cream, because I've changed out my curtains, I've changed out my curtains, and I've changed out my light shades, and I've obviously replaced the cushions, and it's looking so much nicer and less red in this room. Now my curtains were only from IKEA and they were only £19 a pair. Can you believe that? Because I don't close my curtains. I've got blinds at the front, and there's no need for anything at the back because there's no access to my back. So I don't close my curtains as a rule. Sometimes I might close these back ones. So they're not lined or anything like that. They're just a lovely curtain and they hang beautifully. I'll show you. Anyway, so back to these cushions. So I've got a 45 by 45 and a 50 by 50, and obviously I've got 4. And then I got, well, I've already got, you know, the envelope cushions. They're 30 by 50 centimetres this is. And so I've got some pillow slips in here that I can start showing you now. This is Temu now. So the 45 by 45s were from the range, the 50 by 50s from Dusk, and both were £10 each. So this is one of the cushion covers that I chose, and I went with this nice fluffy, and they are nice, they're lovely on. I'm going to show you a picture. I'll put you a picture up side by side now. and they are a lovely, they're nice and fluffy. And I thought, yeah, because I have these kind of rugs on the back of my settees, and I thought with it coming winter and that, you just want it to look cozy, don't you? And these are so cheap that you can change them out anyway. So I think these were £1 something, but they are nice, you know. It's not rubbish. That's the front, and then that's the back. Now that back is a little bit, it's meant to feel like velvet, but there's no way it's velvet, but it's Temu. You get what you pay for. So I got those in the 50 by 50, and I'll add those on in a minute. I got this one, which is the same as that backing off that one, but these are like a pom-pom edge in cream. Now I made a boo-boo with this choice, to be honest. I'm going to be honest, because I put them on and there's too much cream going on, so I need an accent pillow, an accent colour, which I have got something else coming, and I'll show you those when I get them. So yeah, I made a bit of a boo-boo with these ones, but I really do like the style. And again, there's that material, if you can see. It's meant to be velvet, feel like velvet, and it does feel nice, but it's a cheap, very cheap velvet, but that doesn't matter. They look absolutely lovely, and they're perfectly fun. And there's hidden zips in them, guys. That's what I wanted to show you as well, because I thought, they've just sent me these and I can't get the... Anyway, there's hidden zips. As you can see, that's the zip. You can't even tell, can you? But there, as you can see, the edge of the zip. And again, these were a pack of 2, so these were even cheaper than those ones. So you got a pack of 2 for these, and they were only a couple of quid. And then I got another exactly the same as the first cushion, the back cushion, and it's exactly the same texture, because I wanted that, because in my mind I was going to have the 50, then the 45 by 45, and then the envelope cushion right in front, and they were going to be a nice little stack. Well, no, because they puff up that big, the cushions, they puff up that big and lovely when you've fluffed them up, that there was no room on the front. So I've strategically placed them, as you will have seen, I'll show you again on the photograph. I've strategically placed them on the settee, and I'm quite happy with it, except for that lighter cushion with the pom-poms on the edges. So I have got a contrasting cushion. Yes, it's contrasting in texture, but not in colour, and I need that contrast to break up, because it's too much cream. But yeah, and then so that's the home bits. Actually, no, it's not, because I've got these as well, and I absolutely love these, guys. I really do. I use them a lot in my decor, and if I haven't got them, I make them myself. You'll have seen on my autumn decor, home decor tour, it wasn't a tour really, was it? I just showed you what I'd put out. But you know, on my scaffold board on the table, I put little feet on it, and then if you remember, in the window, in the bay window, I'd got that little round tray from B&M, and I put some feet on that as well, because I love risers. I really do, because not only do they literally elevate what you've got, they really do elevate the look as well. So I've got these little risers. I think they're absolutely beautiful. 3 feet on the bottom, nice wooden risers. I think these are absolutely lovely, and I like to decorate with them. You know, if you have something that something in a pair that you want to sit together, but you want one elevated, then these work perfectly. So you've got them like that, so you can have one on the actual surface and one on that, and they're absolutely lovely, and I love them. And they were £2 something each. And it's not a bad wood. It's not, yeah, quite nice, isn't it? And those are the little feet there. So yeah, I love these, I really do. I love decorating with risers. And now we are definitely moving on to Christmas. So on Temu, because as you know, I like to make a lot of my own decorations, and I am, you know, I do my own arrangements and stuff. So I saw these. Now I think these are meant to fluff out, because on the picture they looked like round, but it doesn't matter that they're quite flat. I mean, I'll have to have a play. The actual branches that I'm touching are not wired, but yeah, they're not too bad then. And these are just for my Christmas stash, really, towards my own decorating and my own crafts and things that I do for Christmas. So I've got those. Now, I think you've got 5, and I think, I might be wrong, there is fallout off them, obviously, because it's flocked. But look at that flocking, it's really good quality flocking. It's very, very nice. I've forgotten what I was going to say now, but if you remember, I bought that amazing tree in the sale in January, or it might have been February, from my garden centre, and I got it for £15. You just could not believe that. And I'm so lucky to have got that. And that's going to stand back here, but that is heavily flocked, this tree here. And my tree in the bay window is just an evergreen with lots of different foliage, but it's dark green. And so I need that transition from that tree over to that tree in the things that I create and make. And that is why I chose to pick up some heavily flocked things. Now, you got 5 in a pack, and I'm not entirely sure of the price. Maybe I can flash it up if I can see it. But I think they're really nice. And like I say, once I've given them a little fluff, I've fluffed them out come Christmas, and to put into whatever it is that I'm designing, they're going to be lovely. Lovely because, where was the one that I fluffed out? You know, it's got some texture to it. Not only has it got some texture to it, it's you know, it's 3D, it's not 2D, it's not flat. So it's going to be quite nice. So it's going to fill anything that I need it to fill. And like I say, it's going to help me transition from that white, heavily flocked tree over to my big dark green tree, forest green tree in the bay window. So yeah, we're going to be doing some lovely decorating and designing, guys. I'm going to start pretty soon, because there's pieces that I've already designed this room, not down to a T, but I've already designed it. And we're going to start designing soon, because I can like be making up centerpieces, or for instance, I'm going to do something in this dough bowl, and then I have another dough bowl over there that I'm going to be doing, and so I can be making those arrangements up, and then I can put them in storage, let's say, until I'm ready to decorate for Christmas. So we can be making those Christmas bits up. And not only that, I'm showing you these now because obviously these are from Temu, and if you want to get them yourself in preparation for your Christmas, then, because you know what it's like for Temu deliveries. And then, so that was them, and like I say, I got 2 packs of 5 of those, and they're really nice. And then the next thing are these. Now look at those. I think these were £10 for 40, and again, they're flocked. Now I've already got 50 of these in the dark green. They're up in the loft. I've had those a couple of years already, not done anything with them. This year I intend to. Because like I say, I've got a couple of dough bowls to make up. I've got a beautiful, I've forgotten what, a compote bowl too that I want to make up. And these, I'm going to show you what they are perfect for creating outlines, for creating shape, for giving you that texture. In this case, it's definitely giving you that Christmassy vibe, and it's that heavily flocked, and it's not, and yes, there is fallout off it, but it's not that very autumn snoring over there, if you can hear her. It's not that, it's really quite steadfast on there, that flocking, and they are so good. Excuse me. 40 I got for about a tenner. And like I say, I got 50 of the dark green ones already, and repeating myself, from that transition from that heavily flocked to that green tree, I will do a combination of both moving over there, so that by the time we get over there, that isn't such, because I like my living room to look cohesive. I don't like it to look odd, as you know, if you've been here for some time. So yeah, that's my plan in my mind's eye anyway. The next thing is we have to execute that. So that was those. I really like those. They're all lovely. So that's just stuck there, and I'll just show you a few. Honestly, this flocking is great quality flocking. So beautiful this is going to be at Christmas time, it really is, and it's going to go so nice in the dough bowls. It's going to create such a lovely design, a lovely shape, and it's going to be a great filler too, so definitely worth the money. So that was that, and now we're off Temu now, because I didn't have a very big order. It was just the pillar slips. Got a bit of flocking on me now. It was just the pillars, the cushion covers, and the risers. They're really good, they are, and they do them in all kinds of shapes and sizes and patterns and designs, and they're really, really lovely to have. The flocked stuff, so that was that for that. I have got another Temu order pending, coming actually. You know, it's in the process, so keep your eyes peeled for that as well, and that will be, in fact, that is predominantly Christmas. Yeah, I think it is. Then I'm going to show you these. I picked these up from B&M. And there's two different designs. So it's the snow globe that I was after. It's funny because I had literally just been looking on Temu for snow globes this size, and I had a couple in my basket, and then I went into B&M and I saw these. So these are the gift that keeps on giving, if you ask me, because you've got a snow globe and you've got a candle. You've got a lovely decoration, you've got your candle, your snow globe, and then once this is burned down, you've actually got a nice little jar, vase or whatever, and on that one it says Christmas Joy, £5, as you can see, Christmas Joy, and then you put that on, and it's suction. You put that on, that's the snow globe. I think it's absolutely lovely. Absolutely love that. And then the next one, now it says snow fun on that one, and as you can see, so that's like a taupe and that's cream, but the actual globe itself is exactly the same as the other one. But again, so you've got a decoration, you've got your candle, you've got a decoration, and then you've got a little pot. So I thought that was definitely well worth the money for those, and that's them. So they were £5 each. I think they're lovely, I really do. What I want those snow globes for is, you'll have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see, but I want those for part of my decor. Now I ordered these, and these were in a sale. I ordered these, I've had these months and months, because I knew what I wanted to do for Christmas. I'm going to put them back in the bag because these are velvet hat boxes. Let me turn it around because you're looking at the seam. Velvet hat boxes. They're lovely. And these were in a sale because they were being discontinued. And I think they're beautiful. So they're like the Russian doll hat boxes. So you've got 3 in a pack. And like I say, I've had them for months. And that's them. And again, I'm keeping this under wraps as to what, you know, as to what's going to go on with these, but they are beautiful and I'm super, super happy with them. Did the lighting go funny then? Super happy with them, I really am. So yeah, I got those from one of the wholesalers. I can't remember which, but they were in a sale because, like I say, they were being discontinued. Absolutely lovely, and I think I paid £13 for them, for those 3. And we'll just stick with Christmas a minute, and then I'll just show you this cute little thing that I got for my baby grandson for Christmas. Well, one of the things, not all of the things. Now I got this ribbon. This ribbon is from C&S. I'm going to flash it up on screen. It's C&S. They're on Etsy. They're on Facebook. And they're fabulous. So this is, I think it's 5/8. Might be wrong. I'll flash it up to what the measurement of that is. I've told you, I've fallen right out of love with 2.5-inch ribbons. Yes, they have a place, they really do, and I probably will use a couple this year in my Christmas decor because sometimes you need that width. But I've fallen out with big ribbon, and I don't ribbon my tree. Not because I don't like it, but because I cram everything else in it. If you remember from past Christmases, I cram so much stuff in it that there's no room for any ribbon. But yeah, I've fallen out of love with thick width ribbon. And like I say, I've got a huge storage box in my petal shed full of 2.5-inch ribbons and stuff. I just don't use them, I don't reach for them, but these I absolutely love, and it's wired, as you can see, and these are beautiful. So I think this is 5/8 of an inch, that is, and I absolutely love it. Lovely gold glittered ribbon, and that's the back of it. And like I say, it's from C&S Floral Supplies. I think it's that, but I will have flashed it up on screen. And then from Michelle's Haberdashery on Facebook, but she again, there's a website and it's called So It's Something. I'll flash it up on screen, and if I can possibly link. And she's from Berry Market, and she sells all kinds of things, and not expensive either, because obviously she runs a market stall. She's not got a shop, she's not got those overheads. But her ribbon this year is absolutely stunning and just what I wanted. Now this is, I think this is an inch. Yeah, it is, it's an inch. So there it is, red velvet and gold ribbon, and it's absolutely beautiful. The wire in this is so sturdy. I can't wait to get to grips with it. I really can't get to... I'm so excited. I'm so excited, I can't speak. I can't wait to work with this and decorate with this. It's beautiful, don't you think? And it's gold on the underside, so, you know, either or. But even if you're doing those beautiful, which I will be doing, even if you're doing those beautiful, look at that, beautiful. So that gold underside really does play a part in it. So yeah, absolutely love it. And this was £5.99. £5.99, and the quality is absolutely superb, really is. And I'm in love with it. So that was that as far as Christmas decorating items go and craft items and stuff. But I'm just going to show you this as well that I picked up from my baby grandson as one of his little gifts. And this was from Asda, £14.50, and I've got it in a 6 to 9 months. And look at that, guys. It's a Peter Rabbit dressing gown, as you can see, little velour dressing gown. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got a little hood. It's got Peter Rabbit embroidered into that, and then it's got that Peter Rabbit there. Has it got anything up? No. And then these are the pyjamas. Look at the pyjamas, guys. Beautiful. That's the top, and those are the bottoms. No feet, so it's a proper little set of pyjamas, and I thought it was absolutely adorable. And that's for my baby grandson's Christmas. He'll be all cozy after his bath. Bless. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing him in that. And that's that, guys. That is all of the haul for today, but I will have another one coming up, like I say. And again, it will be Christmas related. And as I said, I think what we're going to have to start doing is getting the bits and start doing the bits and pieces that I need to do. So I think we're going to start, especially with the floral designs and that sort of thing, we're going to start that pretty soon, guys, to be honest. And then that gives you a chance to, if you see a product, you can go and get it and then create, you know, if indeed you like what I do. Because the tree in itself is going to take some working out, you know, because of what I've got up here. But I'm hoping that this year is it's just going to be absolutely lovely. It really is. In my mind's eye, it definitely is anyway. So I've been Claire, this has been Polly Put the Petal On, and you are always wonderful. Excuse me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye.